Hi guys! Today I think I'm gonna probably have the shortest favourites video I've ever filmed because I actually don't really have that many favourites. As you may have noticed or know, as I've sort of told the internet, I've moved house, so the majority of my beauty stuff has just been in boxes, so I've just been using the same stuff again that I was loving last month. I do have a couple favourites though, so let's crack on with makeup. First of all, I've got a base favourite. By base I mean concealer. This is an oldie but a goldie, but I've been using it so much recently. This is the Collection 2000 concealer, the Lasting Perfection. That's what it's called, Lasting Perfection. I use the shade number 1 Fair. I have like a bunch of these tubes, like half-used tubes, just lying around because I used to use this all the time and then I've experimented with other things, but recently I've definitely come back to it. I really am actually enjoying using this under the eyes. I used to find it maybe a little bit too cakey, but I don't know what I'm doing differently, but it seems to work really nice under the eyes. I use it in conjunction with a highlighting concealer as well. And yeah, I just think, believe the hype, dude, for real. It's doing what I want it to do, a concealer to do, and it's fairly cheap and easy, and it's got a doe foot applicator, and what more could you want, really? Moving on to brow products, I'm pretty sure I put this in a favourites before. This is the DIY Brow Bar by Soap and Glory, and I've like hit pan on the two things that I use. Hang on, my brush is about to come out. Which is the colour that I use, which is this one, which you can probably see, like, in comparison to this colour, it looks really green, which sounds a bit odd, but it basically means it's really cool and it's not as red as this one. And also the wax in it, I use the brush that comes with it, and it's just really easy, and I really like it, you know? It does the job. I go through my brows with brow gel after. This is basically what I've been using in my brows, like, all day, every day, so I would highly, highly recommend it. I've got a palette to show you, and actually I chucked this one right at the beginning of my previous favourites. It's the Shape Matters palette by Smashbox. This was on special offer in the UK last month, so that's why I chucked it in there, but I've had obviously a month to use it, and yeah, I just think everything's really well chosen and well rounded. I do use the brows and stuff in this too if I am using this whole thing, but I think, yeah, particularly the contour shade and the sort of underneath highlight shade really work well for me, and I've got quite fair skin and this still manages to sort of like highlight under the eyes, and I think the shadows are really nice quality. I've never had any Smashbox powder products, but yeah, I would recommend it. I think if you're looking, dare I say, Christmas is coming, and I am going to be doing a Christmas gift guide this year, by the way, and this will probably be in it because I just think it's just covers quite a lot of bases, and although it's not like, it's travel friendly in the sense that if you took this away with you, you would have a lot done, but it's not exactly a handbag essential, is it? But yes, I do like this. It's very good. Two of my lip favourites this month have eloped and ran away because I can't find them anywhere. I'm sure as soon as I turn this camera off, they'll crop up in my lap, but I will mention them anyway because I have used them in recent videos. The first one being the Rodial Glambalm, which is just a lip balm which I used in my everyday makeup uniform, which I believe was my second to last video. And I love that because it just works really, really well with lip liners. Like, I do that in the video, so you can go watch it and see how I use it. It's just a really nice texture and it's a really good quality lip balm. Basically, if you like matte lipsticks or like drier, waxier formulas or even liquid lipsticks and you want a balm to go underneath them, I think that one's a really, really nice one. And yeah, I'd recommend it. And my second favourite is actually a liquid lipstick. It's from Bourjois. It's in the shade Plum Girl. It's their Rouge edition Velvets. It's one of their new shades that they brought out in September, and I wore that in my last video. It's sort of like a really nice magenta-y purple, and I just think it's an interesting shade. It's perfect for autumn, and I really like it, and I think you could wear it in the day too because it's not too vampy. I think it's definitely purple, but it's not like something like Rebel, or I'd wear Rebel in the day, or like Night Moth by MAC. It's I think very wearable in my opinion. And my final lip favourite, which I can show you, is this one here. This is one of the L'Oreal Lilacs. These aren't over in the UK yet. I actually picked this up in the summer, but this is in the shade 201, which is Lacque-y Charm. I actually picked this up kind of on a whim because I bought one of the La Matte ones, which I do still like, but this is definitely the one that I've been leaning to more, which has has surprised me. It's sort of, as you can see by the packaging, it's sort of like a mauvey, easy lip colour, and I've been getting quite a lot of compliments on it, and I really like it, and it's really easy to use, and I like this formula, and I like this format of sort of like windy up lip pencil, kind of like an eyeshadow stick type jobby. I just think it's really good, and if you're after a nice easy drugstore lippy and you can get hold of it, I'd recommend it. I've got one hair favourite this month, and it's by Toni and Guy. This is some limited edition fancy packaging, I believe designed by Lulu Guinness, but this product's in their standard line anyway, so don't get it twisted if you can't find it with stripes on. This is the Shine Gloss Serum from their classic range of their hair meets wardrobe thing that they do. It's basically a serum for your hair. I don't use this when my hair's wet, I use it when it's dry and it's just looking a little bit lackluster, like it's looking a bit sort of starchy. I basically was needing something because my hair was looking a bit, as I said, yeah, lackluster, and I just pulled this out of my hair drawer, gave it a whirl, and actually turns out I really like it. I use it just on my ends to sort of, you know, get them to fall in line for me, but it's good and it's fairly cheap. So if you want to save your nice hair oils for when you're giving your hair like a nice treat, I would say get this for when your hair just needs a little pick-me-up. I've got one body favourite this month, and this is the Smoothie Star Body Milk by Soap & Glory, and why I want to mention this is I usually use their body washes, which come in a very similar bottle to this, and what I've been doing is I've been actually keeping this in my shower, so when I've sort of towel dried and everything, I use this just as I use the shower gels, obviously rub it in and then sort of dry my hair a bit, and as you do, and I found keeping it in my shower means I use it more. My skin's not particularly dry any of the time, but I do like using this, and it's just good for the weather, and also the smell is really, really nice. So I feel like it's just yummy. It smells like, let me tell you what it smells like, almond, cocoa, yogurt, oat and honey. Ooh ah. But yes, I do like this, I would recommend it, and I think it's fairly cheap for the amount you get, because look at that. That's a ridiculous amount, isn't it? Anyway, on to non-beauty favourites, and my first stop is music. Now, I've actually done something different this month, and I have made a playlist. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, because I go through phases of like, I don't know, like a week or some days just like listening to the same song again and again, and I've always wanted like, and then I move on to something else, but I always want to sort of like write down or keep down that song when I was loving it and make a monthly playlist. So I've done that for this month. I've already written about it on my blog. I do actually love music, so, but I think everybody does, right? Anyway, so I've linked that so you can go read about it and read about why I was listening to what songs and all that jazz, all up on my blog, which is down below, which is alicethomas.co.uk if you want to have a snoop. I try my best to blog twice a week and make a video once a week. I'm finally getting back into the swing of things after a rough month, I'll be real. But anyway, so I don't think I have any TV favourites or movie favourites. But my final favourite, I thought I would film this because I knew my favourites was going to be quite short this month, is guacamole. I have been making my own guacamole, whatever you want to call it, for I think the past couple of months now. I once just really fancied some Mexican food, and instead of buying some shit squirty stuff, I made my own, and I haven't looked back since. Actually, I ate some this morning. It's kind of what I live on at the moment. So I thought I'd film it and show you what I do. It's really super simple. All you need is a lime, an avocado, a slice of tomato, a slice of onion, preferably red, but if you've got white, that'll do just fine. I also like to chuck a finger chili in there, some hot sauce and some garlic, and I basically put all the ingredients in. I put the avocado in last so it doesn't brown, and then the lime juice should hopefully like keep it all together and not looking gross and looking nice and green. And then I literally put it in a bowl, mash it with a fork and put it in my mouth, and it takes like less than 5 minutes, and it's a fairly healthy light lunch. I chuck it on, I think they're called Warburton Thins. They're just sort of those like small slices of bread which you can get. They're basically bread, but they're like healthy bread slash there's not a lot of it there. So I tend to toast those and chuck it on that, and it's delicious and super duper easy. Oh, there's the Simpsons going off. Anyway, so I thought I would share that with you because it's just really tasty. But other than that, I have nothing else to report. I'm sure I will have tons more favourites next month. But until then, oh, also let me know what favourites you've been loving. I always love to hear what you have to say. Leave it down below and I'll have a goosey gand and I'm sure I'll reply to you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I shall see you soon. Bye guys!